So before I get this started, I sound a little bit quieter than normal. Cause I haven't freaking slept at all. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I slept a little bit, but for these past 2 days, I've been running on between like 3 to 4 hours of sleep each day. So it's actually it's 7:30 right now. Once I get done recording this, I'm going to bed. But I wanted to just come on here and just say, dude, I'm so blessed to be in the position where I'm in right now. Like, I am so blessed to have the job that I have, to have the vision that I have, to go through the pain I'm going through right now. Like, I'm so blessed by everything that's going on, the opportunities I've been given, the places I've been able to go, the people I've been able to meet. Like, I am so blessed, and the reason why I bring this up is because this past weekend I was at a graduation, and I'm actually seeing I got to see a lot of my old friends from college graduate, seeing them graduate. It was very nice. We had a great time. And I just, I found it so, I guess you say, fascinating that I would ask some of my friends, I'm like, so what's the plan now? Like, what's the go-to now? And for some of them, they had like an understanding of what they wanted to do, but some of them were like, dude, I have no idea. Like, their journey to life, like truly, like their journey to life hasn't started. They don't know about the outside world. It's just, it amazes me. And it doesn't amaze me, but it's fascinating. Because 3 years ago, I dropped out of school. And the experiences I've had, the places I've been able to go, the people I've been able to meet, the pain that I've been through, the setbacks I've had, the journey I've had within 3 years is something like I'm not trying to compare myself to them, but me being further along in life in terms of experience, it was very interesting, and it was so interesting because I felt like I could pour into them some wisdom that I have, I guess you would say, obtained within the 3 years. And then I got to thinking, like, how do you know, like, when you're blessed? Like, how do you know what is a blessing from what isn't? And at first I thought you had to compare certain things, like, that are good, that are good. That's a blessing, right? The blessing is something that ended up being good for your life. But I also think a blessing is a perspective. Like, most people think blessings are only good things. I think blessings are everything God puts you through. Like, me going through all the injuries that I had with sports, me being in the hospital all those times, me going through surgeries, me not growing up with two parents in the same household, me growing up sleeping on the floor of my mom's friends' houses, me becoming very independent, and whenever I'd wake up in the morning, nobody would be there except myself. And I had literally understood how to take care of myself by the time I was 10 years old. Like, everything from the good and the bad, I truly believe it's all a blessing. Like, every single thing that has led up to where you are now has been a blessing. And if you don't see it that way, it'll always be a burden and always be a curse. And I'd much rather say, yeah, I've been through some hard times. There were times that I wanted to give up. There were times that I just wanted to leave my house and just sleep in my car and live it out in my car. Like, yes, those were times that were trials and were hard. Yes, I had negative $1.39 in my bank account. Yes, I've been there. But it was a blessing, because sometimes the experiences you go through, some people will never, ever get to experience. Like, some people won't know what it's like to be on their own by the time they're 10 years old. Some people won't know what it's like when you wake up in the morning and nobody's there to say good morning to you. Or no one's there to cook your dinner. Like, some people will never know how to, what that experience is. Like, some people will never know what it's like to go weeks at a time without seeing your parents. Or 5 years without seeing your father. Like, some people won't experience that. And what a blessing that is. And the only reason why I say it's a blessing because it is the experiences of life that mold you to who you are. And your perception on how you look at those events will ultimately make you the person you become. It's your perspective on the events. I think a great quote is, we're not defined by the events that happen to us. We're defined by how we react to the events and how we let them affecting it happen to us. I definitely said that wrong. I'm trying to remember who said it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gonna freaking. I'm struggling. Anyways, but yes. So we're not defined by the events in our lives. We're defined by the perception. The perception and perspective on how the events control our lives, or how we let the events control our life, right? So it's this decision of how we perceive that event. That was very far over explained. But I'll run out of fumes, so bear with me. And it's not easy. It's not. I honestly don't think it is easy to see the positive outlook on life, especially when you don't know if there's anything better out there. Like, I'm in a blessed position to where, like, I had to grow up very independent very quickly. I'm blessed that, whenever my mother and we were in the car and I wanted, like, McDonald's or something, the first thing I would ask her is, can you afford it? At, like, 8 years old, 7 years old. Like, I'm blessed that I was in that position. And I'm blessed to have seen both sides of the economic spectrum. Like, I grew up with boys who were so broke that their trash can was literally just a bag from the grocery store. But I also grew up around kids who had pools in their backyard and they had a movie theater in their basement. And it wasn't until I got older that I was like, yo, how am I able to see this? And why are some people the way they are and some other people are living the way they are? So I'm so blessed to have grown up in a very diverse atmosphere. My life story is a little different than most, and I'm so thankful for that. Because I don't know who I'd be if it weren't any other way. So this video is going to be a little bit more short, but count your blessings. And when I say count your blessings, just count all the things you've been through, good and bad. Like, seriously, like, think about everything you've been through. From the time from your very first memory till now. From a heartwarming and fulfilling moment to the just downright down of times, heartbreaking times. What a blessing. Because it's the journey and the drama and the highs and the lows. That's what makes the story. So be grateful for all your blessings. And I'm glad I was able to go on this vacation that I was on to be able to reflect upon this. Because it's such a beautiful thing. Like just hearing all the stories. So like some people were from different parts of the different parts of the world, and they came to America. Now they're graduating college from the United States. Like as Americans, like that sounds cool. Like that's normal. But could you imagine being somewhere where most people don't even get the opportunity to come to America, and they're able to come to America, get a degree, and have the opportunity to stay here on a work visa? Like, what a blessing. So count your blessings, reflect on them, and know that everything you've been through is a blessing. None of it is a curse.